Imagine this, you're lying in bed, trying to drift off to sleep, but your mind keeps racing. Thoughts from the day spiral into worries about the future, questions you can't answer, decisions you're not ready to make. Before you know it, it's past midnight, and sleep is nowhere in sight. This is overthinking, a habit most of us know all too well. But did you know that science shows us there are ways to break this cycle? Overthinking happens because our brains are wired to solve problems. When you face a worry or uncertainty, your mind keeps circling back, searching for a solution. But here's the catch, sometimes, there's no immediate answer. And our brain, designed for survival, struggles to leave things unresolved. This is called cognitive looping, a process where our thoughts repeat, wearing us down. So, how do we stop? First, let's start with a technique called mindfulness. You might have heard the word, but mindfulness is not just sitting cross-legged on the floor. It's about bringing your attention to the present moment and noticing what's happening without judgment. Studies have shown that when people practice mindfulness, it lowers the activity in the part of the brain responsible for generating worry. Instead of focusing on, what if this goes wrong, mindfulness teaches you to think, what's happening right now? Here's a simple exercise. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and tune into how you feel in this moment. Notice your surroundings, sounds, sensations, even the beating of your heart. In those few seconds, you've broken the loop of overthinking. It might seem small, but these moments add up. Another effective way to combat overthinking is something called cognitive restructuring. Psychologists often use this in therapy to help people challenge their negative thought patterns. The next time you find yourself overthinking, ask, is this thought helpful? Is it realistic? Replacing anxious thoughts with more balanced ones can help train your brain to focus on solutions rather than problems. Now, let's talk about a surprising strategy, scheduling your worries. Researchers at Penn State University found that people who scheduled a specific worry time each day significantly reduced their overall anxiety. How? By giving yourself permission to worry, but only at a certain time, you take back control. You're saying, I'll worry at 5 p.m., not now. You'll find that when worry time rolls around, the intensity is often gone. Give it a try, set aside 10 minutes each day. You might be surprised how freeing it can be. Lastly, consider a technique called reframing. When we're caught in the loop of overthinking, we often get trapped in worst-case scenarios. Reframing is about taking those worst-case thoughts and asking, what's the best that could happen? By training yourself to envision positive outcomes, you're rewiring your brain to focus on possibility rather than fear. And here's a bonus tip, limit your information intake. We live in a world of endless scrolling and constant updates, which means we're bombarded with information. Studies show that consuming too much news or social media can overload the mind and lead to increased anxiety. So, set boundaries. Limit your exposure, and remember, a quieter mind is a happier mind. Overthinking may feel overwhelming, but with practice, you can break free. Take it one step at a time. Use these techniques, mindfulness, cognitive restructuring, scheduled worry time, reframing, and limiting your information intake. With each small effort, you're creating space in your mind for clarity, peace, and a new perspective. So, the next time you catch yourself in a cycle of worry, remember, there's always a way out. And you hold the key.